you're thinking about a Walt Disney World vacation and want the best value for your money, stick around because Disney's Coronado Springs Resort might be just what you're looking for. I'm Carolyn with Magical Planning, where we make planning your Disney World, Universal, and cruise vacations simple and stress-free. Today we're going to look at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. I'm breaking down everything you need to know before you book, including a tour of a resort view room in the stunning Gran Destino Tower, plus the pros and cons of staying here. Coronado Springs is one of Walt Disney World's moderate resorts, so it's right in the middle in terms of amenities and location. But this resort definitely delivers more of a deluxe feel than even some of the actual deluxe resorts. It has over 2,000 rooms spread across several sections, including the standard casitas, ranchos, and cabanas. But the main attraction here is the Gran Destino Tower, which opened in 2019 and gives off serious deluxe vibes. The resort is huge and spread out, and that can be a plus or minus for you depending on your travel party. Prices vary, but typically range from around $250 to $500 a night, depending on the room type and time of year. This is also the only moderate that offers club-level access for those looking for a more luxurious vacation. The resort has a unique theme inspired by Spanish, Mexican, and Southwestern American cultures, and you'll find colorful tile work, intricate architecture, and beautiful fountains. The Gran Destino Tower was inspired by artwork from Walt Disney and Salvador Dali, so it has a mix of fun, artsy details and sleek, elegant design that you don't usually find at a moderate resort. Coronado Springs is in the Animal Kingdom area, but it's also fairly central, so if you're driving or taking a bus to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, it's not that bad. The resort also has a convention center, so it tends to be a little quieter with fewer families than some of the other Disney resorts, but that's certainly not a bad thing, especially for an adults-only trip. Let's talk transportation, and at Coronado, your only option is going to be the bus. Well, actually, if you have a car, you can also drive, but complimentary transportation, a bus is going to be your best friend. There is no Skyliner, monorail, or water taxis here. When taking a Disney bus, there's 4 stops spread out around the resort, and it can take you to the parks or even just within the resort. There's 1 at Gran Destino Tower and 3 around the outer sections. If you're staying in the tower, you'll be closest to the main lobby, restaurants, and the tower bus stop, which is super convenient. There is a wide range of room types, from village standard view rooms that sleep up to 4, to preferred rooms near El Centro, that's the lobby and all of the restaurants, to the upgraded Gran Destino Tower rooms with either a resort view or a water view. Now let's take a tour of my personal favorite type of room at Coronado Springs, a resort view room in Gran Destino Tower. The first thing you'll notice is that the room feels super bright and clean. The wood-style floors add a fresh modern touch, and there's a sleek little desk with built-in outlets and a big wall-mounted TV, a dresser with tons of storage underneath, and depending on what you booked, you'll either get 2 queens or a king bed. One thing I love is that there's USB ports everywhere. Disney knew we'd be charging 10 devices at once. Over to the bathroom, it has a sliding door for privacy, a large walk-in shower with great water pressure, and double sinks that are perfect if you're traveling with a group. The room category is resort view, so our view is of the parking lot, but if you upgrade, you can get a view of the lake. Pro tip, don't spend your money on a water view. Stick with the resort view, and there's a chance you can see some of the fireworks from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Now, it's not the best view, but it's a fun little perk that you don't have to pay extra for. One of the most important aspects I look for when booking a hotel are the food options. And Coronado Springs has some of the best dining options on Disney property. There's 3 Bridges Bar and Grill in the middle of the lake, Toledo, which is tapas, steak, and seafood on the top floor of Gran Destino, along with the Dahlia Lounge that has great drinks and rooftop views. Then there's also the quick service El Mercado de Coronado, and I actually had the best Disney cheeseburger here a few months ago, and if you're familiar with Disney World, a good cheeseburger can be hard to find, so I was one happy camper when I found this burger. There's also Maya Grill and Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, which is great if you want to be able to watch a game. I really think this resort might have the most amount of dining options, so you're sure to find something that even the pickiest eaters will like. Now, you can't do a Florida trip without some pool time, and Coronado Springs seriously delivers. The main pool, called the Dig Site, is massive, with a giant Mayan-style pyramid and a fun water slide. Plus, there are 3 quiet pools spread out around the resort in the casitas, ranchos, and cabanas sections. Now that you've seen everything Coronado Springs has to offer, let's go over the pros and cons so you can decide if it's a good fit for your vacation. Pros: gorgeous theming and landscaping, great dining options, the Gran Destino rooms feel deluxe, and it's usually less crowded than the other resorts. And the cons: bus-only transportation, I would say, is probably the biggest con. So if you don't really care about the Skyliner or the monorail, this could be a perfect resort for you. The layout can feel too spread out unless you're in the tower, and it can feel more businessy due to conventions. So, is Disney's Coronado Springs Resort right for your next trip? If you want upgraded rooms, great food, and a more peaceful vibe, especially in the Gran Destino Tower, it's absolutely worth considering. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest Disney resort reviews, and let me know in the comments which resort you'd like to see next.